Do you guys know what this is? It's an exploding target. It's tannerite.
My name's Tanner.
Yeah, so don't confuse it with Tanner, who's actually my youngest boy.
Tannerite. You take two different powders in here and you put it together and then you shoot it. And once you shoot it, because of the speed of the projectile and the combination of the two powders that you mix together in this, it actually creates an explosion. It's really cool. I thought just even to add even more to this little sequence of blowing this tannerite up, I could take something of my Clash Royale, for example this P.E.K.K.A, and we could set it right on top, and we could see how much damage it actually does to the P.E.K.K.A. I don't know, it might be kind of cool. And I want to do something that I've never done before in literally any video that I've ever done. And that's talk about the state of Clash Royale, the problems that we are facing right now, and how we can fix those problems. And it's going to be super simple to do that. But before we do that, I kind of going to give you a backstory on me and where I am so that you understand how serious I am when I talk about these things and how I am coming from a place of like true love and caring compassion when I kind of go through these little things that we're going to talk about in today's video.
I don't know if a lot of you newer guys know this, but my channel actually started out here more in the wood shop than anything else. Dude, out there I actually started making cool things like this Hog Rider hammer. I actually made this Dark Prince's lance, along with obviously the battle deck. I made this log, which was very cool, and like literally a ton of other things from Clash Royale that I wanted to make on the channel. I think it's so cool to see things from the game come to real life, and I grew up building things and making things, and that's why I did those things. So that's kind of where that started. After that, Clash Royale kind of turned into a place where I could support, you guys know I have like 50 kids. I could support all my kids and have this wonderful job where I get to hang out with, hey, there's Logan. Hey. Get to hang out with Logan on the channel and play games with him all the time. It was so cool to be able to do that. Clash Royale has done that for me, which is why it makes the next part of the video so hard for me to really talk about, and that's why I've never talked about it so much on the channel. So the best that I can explain is going back over the past year, us as the community, you guys as our subscribers and as Reddit community contributors have tried to give Clash Royale and the development team so many different ideas on what you thought the update should be, what you wanted in the update, and what you expected to help make the game progress. And we're gonna get into those ideas a little bit later, but what Clash Royale did and what the development team did to us with this update, this previous update, kind of, honestly, it kind of felt like, that was actually really good. That was way harder than we talked about. That was good. Kind of felt like that, in all honesty. It felt like they took our ideas, pivoted, and came out with something totally different. So I pinpointed what I think is the #1 problem that I see with what happened in the last update and how we can fix it going forward. The solution that I think is gonna be the end all, the way that I think we're gonna be able to fix what happened for the rest of Clash Royale's history.
The problem is they haven't listened lately, sadly enough. It'd be like me asking all my kids what they want for dinner, you know, and giving different responses: spaghetti, pizza, meatballs, ramen noodles. I love ramen noodles. I used to eat them dry all the time. Love them. And me just saying, you know what, kids? We're not having dinner tonight at all. I actually, down in Salt Lake, which is just south of us, I know this company that...
Whoa. I think you need a haircut.
Oh, okay.
This company in Salt Lake, they are an auto dealership. And as you drive through Salt Lake, the only thing that you see is their billboards throughout the entire interstate with just this huge ear on there. And their slogan has been, since they started this new marketing campaign, is "We hear you," which Yeah, that makes sense. We hear you. And so I actually called the owner of this company, and since they have been doing that campaign, year number 1, their sales picked up 14 times what it had been the prior year. Just from that simple campaign of We Hear You. Why? Because they were sending a message to their customer base that they are listening. They are there and ready to hear what they want out of a car. I don't think Clash Royale is that different.
Now guys, don't get me wrong, I love Drew and the whole Clash Royale development team. They are amazing. There's nobody that could do what they are doing. I have no idea how to code, nor do I have any idea what goes into making minor changes in this absolutely epic game. But the problem is they've just missed the boat, which is funny giving, the Clan Wars 2 boat. Anyway, they've just missed the boat. There's some disconnect between everything the community wants and everything the Clash Royale team is doing. And there's no one, I'm not blaming anybody, but we can help. Let's grow. Let's learn from this. Use my ideas right now, and let's move forward. I guess speaking of change, let's start with Clan Wars 2. Why don't we? That's the simplest that I see to fix right now. I think it's awesome. It's great. It is better than Clan Wars 1, in my opinion. The duels, epic. The 1v1 battles, normal. That's nothing new. Okay, the boat defense, meh. The PvE part of it, meh. I don't know. I don't think that's the PvE we wanted, to be honest with you. Fixes for Clan Wars 2 is what I have right now. I think the best way to fix Clan Wars 2, take away the race. Unfortunately, I liked the race aspect to begin with because I liked the idea of competing in a way to beat other clans that involved a finish line. But the problem that we've seen is clans that wake up in Italy seem to have a huge advantage in finishing first. Unfortunately, we're in the United States and we live in a different time zone. And we do not get as many battles as they do by the time they get in a certain amount of battles, which is unfortunate. So, my fix would be take a page from the Clash of Clans playbook and let us match up against other clans in a regular war where we have only 10 battles. We can use those 10 battles however we want. Keep every other aspect that they've put in Clan Wars 2 the same where we use our decks. We can only use them once or twice or whatever it is, but give us 10 battles over a period of 3 days. A week is too long. Give us 10 battles. The clan with the most fame wins. But here's the thing. You need to be able to let us start our own clan wars, just like in Clash of Clans, because we need to be able to toggle how many people are participating in that clan war, whether it be 10 people, 20 people, or 30 people, because we need to know which people are going to be participating, okay? And then there needs to be some accountability for those attacks. Right now, we can see nothing. We can see nothing. Very simple fix. But give us those 10 battles, whether we want to go do a duel, that's great. Whether we want a 1v1, that's fine. But give us 2v2 options as well. A lot of us love to 2v2 with our clanmates. Let us 2v2. Also, bring in King of the Hill. We've asked for it for 14 years. Bring in King of the Hill in Clan Wars. That's the place for it. Let us go into 3 clanmates and compete against another 3 clanmates who have queued up a King of the Hill at that moment. Okay? Very simple. With those 10 battles, we will be able to see how much fame we have gotten, how much fame, and then compare it against the other clans. We have 3 days to finish those 10 battles. Once those 3 days are over, we have no more chance to get any more fame, and our clan score is locked in, and that's how we are going to place against the other clans that we have just faced off against. Sure, it's simple, but I think it's very pretty. Take every aspect of what I just said, use the aspects of Clan Wars 2 right now, mesh it into one thing. We've solved almost every problem with the exception of level caps. I think there does, against what I really originally said, does need to be level caps. I think level 13 is just too high for a lot of people. So, in the Bronze League, let's lower it down to tournament standard, raise it up to level 10 for silver, 11 for gold, and level 12 for the Legendary League. That seems simple enough. I think most people have enough legendary cards, enough cards leveled up to level 12 in Legendary League to be able to have 4 different decks that they can use in viable situations, whether it be in a duel or Koth or whatever it may be. And I think that is going to be the solution to Clan Wars 2. Let's move on. We've talked about Clan Wars 2 enough, that's fine.
Okay, so the next few things that I'm going to talk about in order of what I think Clash Royale and Supercell should be working on.
Heroes. Obviously, heroes, I think, is the #1 thing Supercell should be working on going forward and putting in the game. I played this game a while back that had kind of the same idea as what heroes would have, except they had a champion. But in that champion right here in blue, you can kind of move around the map throughout the entire match, which I thought was very cool. And I wasn't even sold on heroes until I actually even saw this game. And so each hero in the game would have a unique ability. Some have more of a splash damage effect, some have more of a longer target effect, and some have more damage or less damage depending on how you have them leveled up. And throughout the match, the hero can move to the opponent's side and attack as aggressive or as passive as you want that hero to attack. And once the hero actually dies and goes down, then it goes into a cooldown timer where the hero gets taken off the field and cannot be used anymore. So that might be your time for the opponent to attack you. So it's a real strategy play. And until I saw this, I'm like, dude, heroes, whatever, not a big deal, not important. But when I saw this, this has been on my mind ever since. So then the hero comes back in once the cooldown's over, and you can start moving them around again. I don't know if you can see this, but every time like I select a tile, that's where the hero's gonna move. So I select that blue tile up there by the bridge, the hero's gonna go over there, and once it gets in range, it automatically starts shooting. So you don't control the shots, but you just control the movements of the hero throughout the match. Oh my gosh. This needs to be what Supercell is working on. Is it going to change the game? Yes, but for the better. This will change the game so flipping much, people will come back to play. Please, Supercell, listen. Listen. This is what's going to change the game going forward. Heroes are the solution. Heroes are what you should be working on to help change the game up on its head. Yes, it's going to mess with CRL. Yes, it's going to mess with the current meta. That does not matter at all. Honestly, this is the way that we need to have the game go. We have to have big changes like this. Do not be scared to make these types of changes. I know they've teased it in the past. I know they've talked about heroes. So why not bring this to the game? This is so easy. So easy. Please listen to this. Please listen. Don't forget. Listen. Heroes, #1. Okay, #2, and this is the second best idea that I've seen like around, and obviously this isn't my idea, and right now I'm using Molt's footage. I hope he's okay with that. But right now, this is the second best idea I've seen, and it's the ability to move towers. And not just to move towers like you see here, just moving towers all around, because it creates a different layout. So when you hop into a match, you have no idea what the tower configuration that you're going to be facing is. It just adds one more variable that you have to figure out and plan against when you're making your deck. Also, it gives you the element of surprise when you're planning your own attack. Where are you going to put your own towers? But in addition to what you see here, taking this one more level, and I think CWA Ash talked about this a little bit in his video, is the ability for towers to have different things going on. For example, one tower might shoot a long ways, like clear across the river we're talking, clear over to the princess. Another tower might shoot a lot shorter, but have the ability to do splash damage. And one tower might just like ooze out, he said ooze out stuff that has an area perimeter around the tower that just wipes it out. Having these unique abilities on each tower would add so much different dynamic to the gameplay. I think that it would change everything once again. Yes, it's not going to be the same as it has been for 4 years, but we don't need the same. We need something different. The next set of ideas are in no particular order, but I think they are important. They are crucial. They're going to help even further the progress of Clash Royale. So let me show you guys number 3. I think what I actually may think is number 3 on my list here is we need something for max level players. I know there's not a ton of them out there, but right now they're sitting on pockets of 5 million gold. And what that means is they're bored. Okay, so simply put, we need to add level 14 to the game. It's simple, okay? But instead of just adding level 14, there needs to be a rebalancing that goes along with that, meaning make the upgrades a lot cheaper for the cards before that. That'll help players among the whole gamut be able to progress a little bit better in the game. Once they add level 14, I think they're going to be a lot better off in the game, especially going forward. You realize in Clash of Clans, when they added new towers and new king towers, new levels, level 13, 12, 13 or whatever, I don't know what level they're on, 11, 12, they reduced all the cost of all the upgrades before that. It just made it that much easier to progress in the game. So I think that's going to be the best way going forward for max level players. Number 4, if I guess we're keeping track, would be the deck slots. Super simple. Give us more deck slots. Look how much stuff we have in the game. We have ladder. We have we have war. We have global tournaments. We have challenges. We have grand challenges, classic challenges, 2v2. We have so many different things in the game. We just need more deck slots. That's simple, easy. Give us the deck slots. Just put them in folders. I don't know. And along with that, somebody over on the Reddit threw up something for the emotes. We need like emote decks as well. That would be so awesome. Because honestly, I have a lot of emotes. Not as many as some people, but I do have quite a bit of emotes in the game. And there's no way I'm going to be able to use them all or scroll through them all to be able to use the correct one in the correct place throughout the game. Also, it was mentioned at one point or another that the tower skins, we should be able to select a deck of tower skins that maybe rotate each match or even rotate each minute of the game. I think that would be cool. That's another thing. Number 5, I don't even know where we're at. Number 5, super simple to fix. What is this? What is this little person icon next to our clanmates' names? It makes no sense to me. It serves absolutely no purpose to have that little icon there. There's nothing we can do. Where's our league badges? We need that. We need donations. I don't know why I have to keep clicking on this just to see boat attacks. It's always 0, and I don't know if it's ever changed for anything. You can put all that stuff right there on that screen. We can see it easily. I know somebody over on Reddit already gave a quick fix for that, which is awesome. And I also did notice on Reddit today, somebody, and I gotta give the guy credit for, somebody put a simple post up there with all these changes that they could do to the Coliseum once we get there. And I know we already talked about Clan Wars 2 earlier, but different types of things once you get, different shop once you get to the Coliseum. And I will put whoever it is, I will give him credit on the screen here. Anyway, that is this simple idea. Simple. They really missed the boat in the Coliseum as well. We did finally get there and nothing, you know? Like, I don't want to be negative. Like, I'm a super positive person in real life, but dude, come on, 5 weeks. Coliseum promises, and like really not a lot different, and I feel like they probably worked a lot on just the boat iterations. Anyway, we've talked about Clan Wars 2 enough. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna work on some other things. The number 6, number 5, whatever, 6, 7 suggestions that we need to have are to fix the grand challenges. Super easy. Super easy with challenge tokens. I know this has been mentioned 1,000 times before. Just give us challenge tokens, okay? Give us 1 challenge token a month. That means that many million peoples are going to be doing 1 grand challenge a month at least. That's going to fix the entire thing. And give us an extra one when we buy Clash Royale so we get 2 grand challenges a month. Super simple, not that big a deal, not gonna ruin the economy. If anything, it's just gonna let us play more. Let us play more different types of things going into this. I feel like that is a great starting point for all of this.
So guys, just like this tannerite kind of, when you combine these 2 powders in here to make this thing explode is very similar to what this last update did to us. It was 2 things that were combined together, and I think the combination of those things absolutely exploded the community and caused a lot of, I guess, anger, some other things that went down, and we got a lot of feedback that was not as good as I'm sure Supercell would have hoped. And I know that they know they missed the mark. But going forward, I think there's a way to fix this. If they listen to us right now, please, Supercell, please listen to us. Listen to our ideas and our suggestions, especially some of the ones that were in this video. And I think we can save the explosion from happening. I think we can save Clash Royale altogether if we just kind of put our brains together and cohesively go forward with communication and I think some great ideas that we've had as a community together, and we can save what I think is the best mobile game that I've literally ever played. I'm excited to see what they do. I'm excited to see what Supercell turns this into and what they do going forward, and I think it's going to be for the better, guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please use code OWL in the shop. I really do appreciate it. I really was going to blow that tan right up, but I kind of felt like I'd get in really a lot of trouble using something in a video that would explode that thing, and I felt like it was probably not the right move to make for my channel. I may do it later. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Take it easy. Good luck. We're out. Peace.